Good morning, everyone. This is Dale Moreau once again, and I'm talking to you from my home right here in Kerrville, Texas. I'm actually in my office today, and I want to speak to you about a formula in which you can use to get prospects to beg you for a presentation. Now, I call this Formula One, and Formula One is my way of setting up words for getting a prospect to do something positive. Now, as we all know, formulas are actually rules and guides or principles for getting something done. Stories have formulas. Stories have a beginning, middle, and an end, which gets the reader to act either emotionally or through some other means. Mathematics have formulas expressed in algebraic symbols to find solutions to problems requiring mathematics. And recipes have formulas where you can take a little of this and a dab of that, and you create a delicious meal. Well, network marketing also has an official formula. The formula is prospecting. And the formula for prospecting is simple. You express words just right and in the right way to get the prospect wanting more and move him to positive action. Now, this formula requires skill. It is a formula where the skill is learning how to say the right things to break the ice and get the prospect begging for a presentation. And the presentation hopefully leads to either a new customer or a new rep or distributor. Now, the Formula One has one simple rule. Use a phrase which freezes the mind to halt and take notice, followed by a benefit and a break in communication. Now, the phrase is I just found out. Now, when I use that phrase, I just found out, psychologically, it is a sequence of words which draws the mind to forget everything about it and concentrate on what is coming next. It compels the listener to listen. Now, in Formula One, it's sort of like a race. It's a race between two competing objects, the object surrounding the listener and the phrase itself, I just found out, to make the prospect stop everything to listen to what you say. Now, people cannot listen to two things at once at the same time. It's humanly impossible. And the phrase, I just found out, brings the conscious mind to a complete standstill. It makes the mind forget everything it was thinking about around it and compels the listener to focus on the words that are said next. Now, the benefit completes the action. It actually gives closure to the mind and it creates incentive for wanting more. And the break in communication, it allows you to reference to something else so that you don't have to give away too much. When you give away too much, you will lose the prospect. And by having that break in communication, it causes the prospect asking, what is it? Asking you what is it opens the door for you to give the presentation without you being pushy or chasing. Now, let me give you an example. I'm invited to a dinner with Bob, and I've known Bob for quite a while. And we chat about everything, the weather, sports, catching up on old and new times. And Bob tells me that he just bought a home. Well, that gives me my lead. And I say to Bob, you know what, Bob? I just found out, that's the phrase, how we can pay our mortgage payments well without ever asking or using our current income. Now that's the benefit. And I'm going to follow a break in communication. Meanwhile, let's order dessert. So I say, Bob, I just found out how we can pay our mortgage payments without ever using our current income. And the meanwhile, let's order dessert. What do you think Bob's going to say? Bob's going to say, whoa, wait a minute. You just told me that you found a way that we can pay our mortgage payments without ever using our salaries. What is it? I reply, sure, I'm going to tell you after dessert. Bob replies, no, no, no. Tell me now. I need a way of paying my mortgage without biting into my paycheck. I replied, Bob, I will tell you after dessert. I have a sweet tooth which needs satisfying. Let's have dessert and I will tell you. Bob is annoyed at this point and he says, no, tell me now. Well, the Formula One works. This is a good problem to have with Bob because Bob is begging me for a presentation rejection free. Now, if Bob was not interested, he would agree with me and order dessert. No rejection on his part, and I did not embarrass him in any way. I did not pressure him to decide. Bob seeks out what I offer with what I said. Now, the Formula One to prospecting creates the curiosity of what to say and what to do. Now, in this way, when I use that formula, when I use the formula followed by a benefit and a break in communication, I am actually creating incentive. And it speaks to the prospect's desires, wants, and needs without giving away too much that makes the prospect want more. And the break in communication gives Bob a way of saying, no, I'm not interested, or yes, I am. When I wanted to order dessert, Bob doesn't have to think of an excuse or objection if he is not interested. He simply agrees that we need to order dessert and we move on. Now, let me ask you this, folks. Can you think of any other examples where you can use the phrase, I just found out, followed by a benefit and a break in communication? If so, tap the link below or above the video and leave me a comment and share this with your friends. I would love to hear from you, and I hope to see you on the better side of success.